Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Tyler,
I'm Steven.
and this is our buddy Luke. He's joining us today on the Weekly Hype. Um, Man, where do we even start? Ebola is not really even the deadliest thing in America right now. It's the wait for Avengers: Age of Ultron, which is gonna
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
get.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
You're too kind.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna get us started right now with Marvel. So, Age of Ultron, though. I mean,
Oh,
that
dude,
freaking
my
trailer.
God.
That God.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't even know how to start with
Of
this.
course.
Like
That
it's
just blew my mind when I watched that.
So the trailer got leaked online yesterday, guys, and my buddy sent it to me, and I immediately watched it, and then
Then he
um,
sent it to me.
right. But the main point of this is that Marvel had planned on showing this trailer after next week's episode of Agents of Shield, Marvel's Agents of Shield, and since it got leaked, Marvel was like, screw it, and they officially released the trailer anyway, 6 days earlier than it was supposed to be released, and they posted a tweet on Twitter that said, "Damn it, Hydra."
Dude,
That fucking
I had to watch the trailer like whenever I called you and was just talking to you about random stuff, and you were like, "Hey, the new Age of Ultron trailer's posted," and I went immediately to YouTube and I blew it up and put it in 1080p and like turned my sound system on. I was like, I have to have the full experience.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
And man, it did not disappoint by any means. It was insane. I love it, and I cannot wait for when it comes out.
Same here.
Yeah.
Is
dude.
it like
That James
May?
Spader.
May
May
1st.
2015?
That James Spader though.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
dude.
my god.
He
yeah.
sounds amazing.
Ultron.
Ultron looks amazing. I just the anticipation for this movie is ridiculous. I can't stop watching the trailer. I've watched it at least 3 times today. I wake up, I watch it. Anytime I go take a dump, I watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Isn't that when everyone
I'm
watches
driving in the
YouTube
car and I
videos?
watch it.
yeah, like,
That's-
I don't even
just
pay attention to the
dangerous.
road. I'm just speaking how I
That's-
actually work.
this is
That's-
honest feelings. So yeah,
Life on the edge.
let's go ahead and kind of dissect this trailer while we're at it. Just the things that we saw personally, I guess we can add note to.
Well, first off, it's just an outshot of a city, and I'm not particularly sure. I think it looks like the city that we're gonna see in South Africa.
yeah,
maybe?
Wakanda. I'm assuming it's Wakanda. That's what a lot of other people are
Yeah.
saying. Which, if most of you don't know, it's the home of Black Panther. So we're guessing that we'll see, hopefully, Black Panther. Marvel hasn't cast anyone as Black Panther, so if we do see him,
Not even cameo. so-
right. So if we do see him, there's
It's
a
the first time
chance
we
that
hear
he'll
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
well,
chance that he'll be just in costume, so they don't have to worry about about casting.
you know what they
someone
did for Thanos. and
Right,
like that.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
But see, like, I feel like this one's gonna be very emotionally torn
It is,
as
it
opposed
is.
to the first one.
It
'Cause,
is.
like whenever I was watching it, I was seeing because like in the first movie,
What's that? Agent Coulson.
no.
Which one?
Black Widow. Sorry, by the way, it's like 1 in the morning.
Yeah,
Like,
we're a little sleep deprived, so
but
this video's
when
gonna be interesting.
Black Widow is trying to get to friggin' Hulk in the first movie, he's like not having any of it. And
Yeah.
of course, spoilers. Of course, you figure out that he's been angry the whole time and he's been able to control it the whole time. So what does
Right.
that say about Hulk? First off,
Yeah.
but second, when Black Widow couldn't like come to terms with it and he was just freaking out, wanted to rip her freaking head off and everything.
Yeah.
But like in this one, you see a shot where she's like putting her hand against
Right.
his hand.
So we see
I like how we all-
He's just like your hands.
I just kind of see like the Tarzan thing, where he puts his hands up next to the gorillas.
We are the same.
I'm one of you guys, but he's really not because he's a little kid. So yeah,
no.
we're
Jane.
so we're definitely gonna see a closer relationship between Scarlett Johansson's character of Black
That's what
Widow
I would say,
and
Scarlet
Mark
is-
Ruffalo's Hulk. Yeah, maybe it's helping Bruce Banner control his inner rage. Although that shot of them all in the Quinjet, Bruce is like in like a straight jacket. He looks like he's crazy. So we definitely also know that this movie is going to turn all the Avengers against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely saw that because
That-
the Hulkbuster.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Hulkbuster.
Scattered thoughts here, but
It
yes,
looks
that
amazing.
Hulkbuster is amazing. One of the things that really I was like, oh my god, was Tony was in his Iron Man suit in the Hulk Buster, and pieces were just
Yeah.
flying in, you know.
Very
So-
throwback to Iron Man 3.
And that's pretty realistic when you think about it. Like how he would have to put on the Hulkbuster. He'd have to have like the normal Iron Man suit to put on the Hulkbuster.
It reminds me more of like a mech suit, you know.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
we did get a brief look at the Hulkbuster in Iron Man 3. It was like that. It was that blue.
The ogre. They were
ogre
just teasing us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, this is the Hulkbuster.
This is the real
This is
thing.
that
Yeah.
Hulkbuster that we want. So that's awesome. We get a somewhat look at Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch.
I'm pretty pumped about how they're gonna portray Quicksilver in this because
The effects look great.
yeah,
I love
they
the
did.
effects.
I won't lie, they did a really good job in the Days of Future Past with Quicksilver there. But I think that they didn't add as much effect as they could have. Just in my personal opinion, like they showed slow down time and stuff like that, which was cool. I thought that was a really good concept. But in this one, like he has an effect to him whenever he's running and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
gray mist that comes
Mhm.
behind him and everything, and that just kind of that really like sent chills.
This
up me.
one's definitely more comic book oriented. I
Yeah.
also love the fact that they're it's different styles with Days of Future Past and Age of Ultron because
Yeah.
you know they can't call them the mutants in Age of Ultron. They have to
They're
call
just
them
miracles.
the
They have the
miracles
rights to
or
it.
the twins. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And this is also an older Quicksilver, so his
Right.
powers may have developed a lot more since Days of Future Past.
Which
so
that
we
is
saw
going
him.
to be insane if he's
Yeah.
gotten like 10
Even-
times better. He's
even
not
looks
going to be
more
able to
like-
be stopped.
Yeah.
his costume and just his overall appearance, he looks more like the Quicksilver from the comic books. You know, with
Yeah.
his
Right, yeah.
his shirt that he's wearing and his white hair, silver hair. So yeah,
Big silver hair.
there's just some really crazy things throughout this trailer, like the fact that they're playing the Pinocchio song, "I've Got No Strings."
For once in my life.
Good job,
Pinocchio.
Disney, for playing your own.
Like I never thought Pinocchio in my life would ever be like creepy or haunting
Right.
in any way.
But that rendition
Avengers
of
found
it-
a way.
Yeah, and it just like tying in Ultron to that. I love the fact that you see them all in the Stark Tower, I guess, and you see like the broken old,
Ultron drone.
Ultron drone, right? Like walking in, and it ties into whole. I've got
No strings.
no strings, and he breaks the drone.
Maybe they'll feature a quote from Pinocchio. Like Ultron will be all pissed to be like, "I'm a real boy."
A lot of people have been making that reference. I watched the IGN.
Or they'll just wish upon a star.
Oh God.
He'll have
I
a little
watched the
cricket.
IGN Rewind Theater, and within that video, they actually mentioned the whole "I'm a real boy" thing. So I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just overall, I suggest watching this. One of the craziest shots throughout this. One of them for sure is when Thor just lifts up Tony. Just
Oh
picks him
yeah,
up.
like picks him up by
And
the neck.
I
Yeah,
saw a
dude.
really
Oh
funny
my gosh.
picture, speaking of which, and it was talking about he really has trouble, not pissing off, Odin's kids, because in Avengers, Loki picks him up by the throat, and
Yeah.
now it's Thor picking him up. So
Next
pretty
it'll be
funny.
Odin.
You gotta change it up,
God,
man.
if Odin picks him up,
Yeah.
you done fucked up.
Yeah.
So, and that last shot, we actually, before I mention that, you see that there's one shot where we see Tony looking out, and then we see this building, and it's supposed to be set in Italy, and that's supposed to be where Von Strucker has the miracles or the twins at the end of Winter Soldier's end credit scene. And then you see Captain America bust through a door, so we're thinking maybe that's the rescue mission to go save them, which is rumored to be the opening sequence. And then later on, we see Ultron like standing tall. He's huge, and you see the twins behind him, and it looks like that area. Followed by that was a scene where it looks like it was Von Strucker like with his tools where he was torturing them. So a lot of people are speculating that the twins will be bad at first. They're not
Probably gonna be brainwashed.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Von
Yeah.
Strucker's supposed to have a lot to do with this film, so the twins will be manipulated at first, as well as Vision, supposedly. We didn't get any look at Vision in this trailer, which is sad.
Depressing enough.
I'm so excited to see him and hear him talk, because it's, Jarvis.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, following that, Ultron standing tall, we see how huge he is, which apparently isn't even his final form. So
Is it
That's a
Frieza?
DBZ moment.
I know. I was thinking it as I said.
Final form.
And then that last scene, which is the biggest thing that we've heard about so far, is you see Thor's arm, laying there, and then you see Captain America's broken shield, and then we hear "There are no strings on me," and it's Ultron speaking.
Yeah.
You see a up close, look at him, and it's just every time that I see that scene, it just straight chills.
Yeah.
And we get this movie May 1st, but you know what? We finally have a teaser, guys, and
Yeah.
we've been waiting for this since San Diego Comic-Con, and it's here, and I cannot wait. It's we definitely spent a good quarter of that time talking about that trailer, but the things that
That's how intense it is.
the things that we can expect from this movie is endless. This movie has been deemed it's going to have the most special effects out of every single Marvel movie.
Yeah, so
And even Guardians of the Galaxy had a lot of
It's gonna,
special
dude. It's gonna
effects.
have a huge budget, like compared to
Yeah.
what the first one was and what we saw in the first one. How great the first one was,
Yeah,
but now the budget's gonna be so like huge that
absolutely.
they're gonna have to use a lot of that money with the special effects, and that just means.
But they won't have problems.
Explosions.
They won't have problems making that money back because
Yeah.
No,
Who's not gonna
they
go see
will-
this
they
movie?
will not
Yeah,
have
seriously.
any problems.
I wonder if
So-
they're gonna not double the money, but at least like make way more than they made in the first film. Because I'm just wondering how sequels
No,
are
they
gonna
will. I'm sure they'll make more.
So let's kind of touch base on some of these other topics we have.
go for Marvel.
The Netflix Daredevil series has been mentioned that it's going to be the darkest thing Marvel's done so far.
Yeah, it's actually a really great story. They're doing a Frank Miller story for Daredevil, and it's basically him doing the Batman thing, going out at night and beating people near death with his fists.
Kind of funny
Yeah.
how it's Ben Affleck was the first
Daredevil.
And now he's
Batman.
I don't know if we mentioned this last week, but we have our first look at Daredevil, and he's in like all black. It's pretty interesting. He's got like this bandana covering his eyes. It doesn't even matter.
He looks
because
pretty freaking
he's blind.
sinister.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, it's a homage to. I don't know if you guys watched Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno,
Yeah,
but there's an
yeah.
episode. No, there's an episode where he meets Thor, and then there's an episode where he meets Daredevil.
Yeah.
And
I've seen the
basically,
Thor episode.
and basically the Daredevil suit was just like that, except he had like a headband with two little cat ears, and then they put that over, so it had two little horns with it, and it was basically just like black ninja tights. But I mean, this one's actually calm down. And
Luke is on soundboard duty for this episode.
Yeah.
and
we
he-
finally have
he
a
loves it.
soundboard.
Yeah,
people.
this is as
It's
close
very
to
bright. Okay, there we go.
That's
Yeah.
as close to a soundboard as we're gonna get for the time being. So we're gonna
Just
laughing
have
here.
fun with that. But
So yeah, moving on. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next week, Steven. Who are they going to introduce?
Alright, they're introduced Mockingbird. I almost said Mockingjay. I'm too excited for that movie already, but Mockingbird. She's actually one of the top agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Do not. I love that movie. Jennifer Lawrence is a treasure.
I
I thought you were gonna say a saint, and I was gonna be like, no, no, she ain't.
Okay,
No, she ain't.
the fappening exaggerates. Anyway, the point is,
How does that exaggerate?
Steer clear of that. So let's talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
thank you. Back on track. No, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's Mockingbird's one of their top agents who's close to supernatural as it gets, but she's basically just Wonder Woman without powers, which is weird because the girl playing her was actually Wonder Woman in the pilot that never took off. And this girl is close to Black Widow. She's actually beaten Black Widow several times in the comics, which I would
Wow.
really love to see portray in the next episode. And not to spoil too much, but she's on a rescue mission for several other agents taken over by Hydra. So it's going to be like a big action sequence in the next one.
Yeah, guys, make sure you check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's on ABC, and it's every Monday,
Mm-hmm.
around 7, I guess, 7, 8.
7, 5.
I still haven't started it,
Yeah, I haven't yet.
but I need to.
On my list of things to
I
do.
know. Like, hey, we're all going to have to separate interests here. To
We're all
keep up
college
with this.
students. We got too much going on right
Exactly. So yeah, our last
Like Arrow.
topic, our last topic of Marvel is our Doctor Strange news. We mentioned this last week about our huge lineup of different people who are candidates for the role, and now it's been narrowed down to 3. We also mentioned this. It's between Keanu Reeves, Colin Farrell, and Benedict Cumberbatch. However, I did read an article. This is only one, so I don't know if it's true or not. But apparently, Keanu Reeves has said he's out for Doctor Strange. It's not going to happen. which I'm not too. I'm okay with that.
He could be Iron Fist.
Fu.
So he could be Iron Fist, maybe. Hopefully,
Maybe.
we don't know.
I don't know. So I'm not sure if this is true or not. If you guys know anything for sure, let us know, because we'd love to know or not. I would definitely love to know, because I don't want him to be Doctor Strange. That's just me.
I want him to stay out of basically every Marvel movie.
I-
To be completely
Unless
honest.
he's like a villain.
That's almost as bad as like putting Nicolas Cage in like the Superman suit that he was almost in.
Okay, you know what? They already put Nicolas Cage in the Marvel movie. I think Keanu Reeves has
Yeah.
free pass to go to any Marvel movie at this point.
I guess. I mean,
Might as well put Jim Carrey in one. That'd be a good suit. He
He
was already Riddler in DC.
He was
There you go.
almost Carnage.
yeah.
He should have been
I
Carnage.
still want to see that.
He should have been. Yeah, he should have been
He
Carnage.
should have been Carnage.
So yeah, guys, let us know who you want to see as Doctor Strange, whether it's Colin Farrell, Benedict Cumberbatch,
Nicolas Cage.
or Keanu Reeves. If you have any other candidates, let us know. We'd love to hear what you guys think. And also, before we go on to DC, we are going to post a video of us watching the Age of Ultron trailer, and we highly suggest you guys watch that. So let's move on to DC.
Overhyped much. Expected.
All right, let's go on to DC. I mean, this one, this news definitely takes the cake for us.
Well, okay, this kind of happened because of Marvel's like, oh hey, it got leaked. Fuck it, we're gonna release it officially.
DC is just trying to keep up with Marvel. They've been trying to keep up with Marvel for a long time. So.
Well, yeah, but
Can you
they
blame
had
them?
a late start anyway. I mean, they were I guess
Marvel
like
just got
4
on a
years
good
behind.
schedule because they just keep spitting out movies.
Yeah, seriously.
Like they've been planning in advance, and they're just like spit out, spit out, spit out. And DC's just like, we're trying to catch up. Let's figure out what movie we're gonna make
They're like the
tomorrow.
fat kid. It's like the fat kid in gym class. They're slowly trying to catch up to everyone in the very.
They'll catch up though. They've made some pretty good movies.
So this
Yeah.
news, though, this news is the fact that we have a Batman vs Superman teaser that is ready.
Yeah.
All right, we
Warner
have
Warner
something.
Brothers has gone on record saying yes, and because everyone's like, "Oh my God, Age of Ultron!" Now, Batman vs Superman.
We gotta
Where's
catch up,
that?
guys.
So
When we will see this trailer and what it will entail, we have no idea.
I have a theory. It might be Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Everyone has released a
Dude,
trailer
if
or
it's
something.
Super Bowl, oh my God, that's
Yeah.
gonna be
It
gonna be
makes
an
sense.
insane trailer.
It makes sense.
Because like, dude, the things that reach Super Bowl and they're like superhero movies, they've got to be an intense trailer. They can't.
Avengers had a Super Bowl spot, so-
Yeah, because usually, like, if they post something online, then they can leave out virtually as much as they want to and leave it to like a mystery. But for the Super Bowl, the people at the Super Bowl have to watch all the content that's going on the commercials, so they have to decide what's going to be the most hardcore thing. And they've done it to where they don't even appeal to the audience. Like they've had candidates for certain things to where they were like, well, it didn't show a lot of crazy action, so we're not going to show that. And then they ended up going to the internet. So if they get to the Super Bowl, then they're going to have to show something insane.
Right.
Yeah,
Like some real content instead
Of
of
course.
just like Batman standing on a rooftop or something
Yeah.
and talking.
Although for me,
Yeah.
that would be like
That would-
If
yeah, it
anything
would be insane.
great.
But like if it's the Super Bowl, then it's going to be like all out. And
Give
it's gonna
the
be
fans
insane.
what they want to
Yes,
see. All right.
please.
yeah, this one's gonna showcase Batman entirely. It's gonna have a touch of Superman because it is Batman versus Superman, but this one's supposed to showcase more Ben Affleck because they want to appeal to the haters, to the Batflick like anti-phase, because everyone else is super hyped about it and everyone else over here is not impressed. So,
Everybody likes Batman's story better. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows about Superman.
Come on.
yeah. So
So yeah, we're hoping for good things soon for Batman vs Superman. I'm just as excited about this as Age of Ultron made me, so I can't wait to see anything that they have to show us. So yeah,
Anything is going to be awesome.
yeah, guys, keep your eyes out for Batman vs Superman teaser. Anything Batman vs Superman related, we will be telling you guys about it. So let's go. Let's talk about Arrow or Flash. What would you rather talk about first?
I say we get started with Flash. It's kind of more fresh to memory.
All right.
Yeah.
Lead up to the
Yeah.
awesome show.
Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Well, Flash is good. I've watched
Yeah.
one episode.
Actually, so what we're gonna say for Arrow, regardless of spoilers, because this guy here has not caught up entirely. But
I'm
it's
catching
okay.
up.
Yeah, you're catching up.
I'm halfway through the first season.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
catching
I'm really
up.
proud of you.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
there-
there.
there you
proud
go.
of you.
No, but this one is to retrieve Oliver's sister, who has been taken away and off to do some intense training with a disclosed villain of the season. So far, it's getting more intense. The stunts are actually getting kind of really extreme for me because I mean everyone's like well on the choreographing and some of them almost don't look real. And oh my god, Stephen Amell and his parkourness is just shown in this episode. He is
There's only so much the
awesome.
CW can do.
Yeah, I know.
but I mean, he pushes it, man.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
his own stunts, pretty much.
I mean,
you know?
the first episode looks like something like a college student would produce almost.
yeah.
Like with the explosions and stuff, I was like, wow, Michael Bay much.
They're pushing it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could see like because all their money for Arrow really goes to like less effects to more the choreography.
Yeah,
and
and
the fight
dude,
scenes.
if it was all just that, that would be amazing.
Right.
I mean, like
It
and
mostly is,
They're
though.
gonna get more money. I know they are,
Yeah.
and they're gonna have more money to spend on special effects.
And the thing with Arrow isn't really special effects oriented as much as Flash is, because
Yeah,
they have to
awesome.
put a lot into money. They have to
Yeah.
put a lot of money into like making the Flash look good, making all of his villains, because his villains have powers.
And his movement. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
you've got to have some sort of special effect to show that he's running fast at least.
Yeah,
You know?
And yeah, this new episode they really showcase a lot of it.
right. My only complaint right now is just like the front shots of Flash. This is really picky, but it bothers me every time I see it. But like how he's running like this, it just the way that they shoot that. I don't know, adding the effects to it, it doesn't really come
Yeah.
across as well. It
Yeah.
looks very
Very
I don't know.
1980s ish.
Yeah, it's not. It's
that
not.
they
It's
could
not
have done better.
it's not reading very well. So I'm hoping that once they finish this, Flash has been ordered for a full season, by the
Yay.
way. So that's really good.
That's cheer time. Hang
It
on,
is, it
I've
is.
got to open the phone.
It's okay. This
That's
is the
that's
demo
cheering
of how
time.
this is
Cheer.
Hey, congratulations, Flash. So we're hoping with this full season order, they will get enough money for that budget for next season, and maybe the effects will progressively start to look better.
Yes.
Supernatural kind of went through that. All shows do go through that once they start. So even Walking Dead, but their effects are still pretty shitty. So
I don't know about that. I
no,
think
they are.
uh,
They are.
Who's-
Walking Dead.
Like the stabbing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's-
know.
I would say that like stabbing in The Walking Dead, like showing really graphic things in The Walking Dead could have been done better, but like when it comes to the special effects, I call them physical special effects, like where they have to make the blood and they like do that. That looks good, but
Yeah.
when they add in CGI to show like if I was stabbing Tyler in the eye for a second, there was a blood spurt, it would be CGI.
You can,
And
you can really
can
tell.
definitely
Unless you did it
tell.
for real.
You
then
can
it-
Yeah,
just
if I
tell-
just did it for real, I mean, it was just. I mean, come
You
on,
see
let's
what
do
they
it.
put more work into. They put more work into
JK, JK.
to making the blood,
I was gonna
like
say.
Luke was saying, the physical, deaths
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They put more work into that, which is good. So yeah, totally off track right now. But yeah,
Back to Arrow.
Arrow, they keep us.
Well, we're done. I guess we're done with Flash.
Well,
I
and
guess.
we're on to Arrow.
yeah. Okay. Well, still back to Arrow. I mean, they're going through the storyline to get back Oliver's sister from the undisclosed villain, but it's also trying to build up and trying to more of recovering still from what's happened in the season premiere. I really hope they keep developing, and I hope the effects get crazier. And also in the next episode, we're gonna see Ra's al Ghul. Hopefully,
Oh
I
my
mean, full on
gosh.
scale of the new. Ra's
I
al
am so
Ghul.
excited about this, guys.
Yeah,
We're
it's
gonna have
gonna be
Ra's al
amazing.
Ghul on TV. I mean, whoever thought that we would get to see something this
Sadly,
crazy?
it's not Liam Neeson.
It's not, but you know what? It's okay. It's still
Oh.
Ra's al Ghul.
Something that just like I have to speak about my opinion on this first
Go.
episode because I mean like it's just I didn't understand. Now, granted, I'm only halfway through the first season, so if you know this, great. I look like an idiot, but in the first episode when I watched it with my older brother, and I was really looking forward to seeing Speedy. I was really looking forward to seeing Red Arrow.
yeah,
You know,
I know where
like
this
I
is
was,
going.
yeah, I already told these guys, so I have to say it. I'm sorry, but like in the first episode, he's walking through this office and he just says, "Hey, Speedy," to this girl, and I'm
It's
like,
his sister.
"Yeah, it's his sister," and I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, that's a nickname, whatever," and I was like, "Wait a minute, Speedy, as in Red Arrow?"
Right. Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
it's
what?
more of a
And I was like
homage.
freaking out almost
It's
because
a
I was
homage.
like,
It's a
how is
homage.
that-
It's an Easter egg.
how is that going to correlate?
Because
you know?
fanboys, people who read the comics, they could be like, "Oh, Speedy, haha."
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
But
it won't correlate later. I promise you.
they make up for it. Trust me, they really do.
Good.
So yeah, guys, watch Arrow, watch Flash. These shows are great. They keep you just hooked. especially Arrow. They're on their 3rd season right now, and boy, they've kicked it off strong.
Flash is picking up.
Flash
Gotta catch
is, and it's the same writers, so you know it's
Aren't
good.
they gonna have a crossover?
Yes, there is a
Yes.
crossover coming very soon. It's not next week. We know
Yeah.
that Felicity will be on Flash though.
Yes,
So.
and yeah, she'll be on there the entire episode, and maybe another episode which will lead off to the crossover later.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's the rumor so far.
So yeah, check those shows out for sure. We're gonna talk about Gotham real quick. Steven, what do you got? We got for Gotham.
Gotham kicks off back into a supernatural realm. I mean, so far they've been through like a lot of like modern takes with dealing with the mob, corruption in City Hall, and of course, within the police everywhere. It's crazy. But this one it goes supernatural route with there's a new drug called Viper, which inhaled. It makes your veins start popping. You believe of a higher intelligence, and you call everyone immortal because you feel that much of a god. And to prove that fact, you also get a huge amount of strength. Like in the first scene,
It's like
the dude
freaking
inhales it.
Bane.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's a pharmaceutical place that also does experiments on soldiers. So you guys continue watching to get a little bit more of the spoilers there, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Non-Dark Knight Bane, like comic book Bane.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone's veining out and they're going mortal and through an ATM machine. It's crazy. Yeah, ATM machine. He ripped it from the wall and threw it at the
Dude.
police.
That's
And
kind
gore,
of
yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah. One quick thing though. Last thing is we see more development in Bruce Wayne, and I mean I kind of hoping he was like slowly like recovering, but I realized that would have been way too emo for Bruce Wayne, and I know he's a child still, but
Right.
I mean, I think for him to develop more, and we get it, he's going to be Batman. But to show him so much involved into cases and the corruption, I think it's really going to build on. So whenever he leaves for his travels and training and he comes back, it's still deep into his mind. I mean, and we see more of his relationship between him and Alfred and him and Gordon, which it's going to build up to where he's an adult, we all know, but it's nice to see it at an early stage, and I hope they keep developing that through the whole season, which they also got full
Which
orders,
especially like in the Dark Knight movies, I think some of the best acting that was ever done was conversations between. I mean, just in Batman movies in general, were the conversations between Bruce and Alfred.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
especially during the monstrosity that is Batman and Robin with George Clooney. The best acting that was ever in that movie was between Bruce Wayne and Alfred when Alfred's
Right.
on his deathbed.
I mean, it's such an important relationship,
Yeah.
though. You know, like
yeah,
Bruce.
it ties it all together. I mean, Bruce
That was his
basically
father
grew up
figure,
without a family,
right?
you know?
And that was his only family. So
Yeah.
definitely check out Gotham, guys. That's another show. It's on Monday, correct, Steven?
Yes, it is on
On
Monday,
Fox.
8 o'clock.
So yeah, and then our last thing for DC, real quick. Constantine premieres tomorrow. We're finally getting this right, guys. I know we talked about it like 3 weeks ago, and it definitely didn't come out at that point, but it does come out tomorrow. It is on NBC,
Yes, it is.
and it is awesome, and you guys
Dude.
need to watch it.
I was rolling down the street with Uriel after one day of the school. I was taking him home, and I was on YouTube just listening to music or whatever, showing him some new song, and the ad for Constantine came on. And I was just like, oh, this is cool. And then out of nowhere, there was like this jump scare. And I was like, oh! And I was like driving. And I was like, oh!
This show is going to be
That's how
really,
Uriel
it's
died.
very supernatural.
that's
oriented.
and that was the last time that Uriel got in my car with Luke.
Yeah. So definitely check out Constantine, guys. It comes out tomorrow. Do not forget it. Mark your calendars. You only have few hours, so just watch it
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about some music. We haven't talked about music in a while. Actually, it's been a whole week since we talked about music.
Yeah, that's mostly your thing. So
Yeah.
if
So,
you guys get that,
Luke and I are gonna
See you later, Steve.
yeah,
We're gonna team up on this
hang
one.
back here.
For those of
Tag
you
team.
who are fans of the Punk Goes Pop series,
Let's be over here.
Fearless Records has announced their lineup for the new Punk Goes Pop, Volume 6.
I have
And,
not heard this list.
Luke and I are going to kind of go through the list and just kind of
Yeah, we came as Romans.
approve. Yeah, We Came as Romans has released their video of their song. They're doing Trouble by Taylor Swift.
And it's actually surprisingly good.
It's better.
I thought
it's
it was
better
gonna-
than
Yeah,
better than Taylor
it's way
Swift,
better.
so.
But stay for the after credits because
Yeah.
it'll make you laugh.
It's pretty fun. So yeah, Luke and I are just going to kind of go through this list.
In a yay or nay
Yeah,
type
pretty much.
situation.
So the first one we got, Ain't It Fun? It's by Tyler Carter of Issues and Woe Is Me, but it's featuring Luke Holland from The Word Alive. So
You know what? I give that a big yay.
yeah,
I like
yay.
I like Luke Holland first off, because he shares my name. But second, I really like Tyler Carter's
Yeah.
voice, so that's a yay.
Yeah, talent equally, you know. So yeah, the next one is Wrecking Ball by August Burns Red.
I
Definitely.
love August Burns Red.
Yeah. And I mean, to take a song like Wrecking Ball, you know it's going to be good.
It's gonna be heavy,
Not because it's Wrecking Ball, but because it's August Burns Red.
physically and emotionally.
Yeah. I Knew You Were Trouble by We Came as Romans. Yay.
Already
Yeah.
said yay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Turn Down for What? Upon a Burning Body.
I'm kind of interested, honestly. I mean, I don't know how much they could do with it because I don't know if
It's
they're gonna
the same lyrics.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they're gonna add lyrics or if they're just gonna keep the same turn down for what the whole
I
time.
think it'll just be really heavy, you know.
Yeah, I hope it's just gonna be like a total grindcore type
Hopefully.
thing.
Dude, they're a
happening.
heavy band. So
Yeah, they're a really heavy band.
one of my favorite things was when Woe Is Me, now Issues, when they would cover songs on Punk Goes Pop, they would always add lyrics into their songs, and it was always great. Like,
yeah, I mean, there was nothing
it's a
that
cover,
just kind of threw it out the water or whatever. It always kind of
right.
I'm gonna give that one a maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have to wait and see. Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
The next one is Problem by Set It Off. I don't know much about Set It Off. I've watched a few songs from
I've heard they're good.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been signed.
They're
so they
pretty
must
good.
be.
Problem, it's by Ariana Grande, I think.
Yeah.
And Iggy Azalea. So yeah. So
It's
I mean,
awesome,
I don't know. The lead vocalist is pretty. He has a pretty strong voice. So I don't know. Maybe he can pull it off. Maybe.
That's a big,
Okay. Burn by Crown the Empire.
That's a big
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm gonna be happy.
I'm not even. I don't even think I know what the song is, but it's Crown the Empire. So, Drunken Love, Ocean's 8, Alaska. I don't know much about Ocean's 8, Alaska, to be honest with you. I've listened to like a song from them. It was like several years ago.
I haven't even heard from him, so I'm just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, Drunken Love. I'm not even a fan of that song. So, yeah, that's a maybe. Royals, Youth in Revolt. I have no idea who Youth in Revolt is, but I like the song.
Yeah, I
Royals
love
is a good
Royals.
song.
Yeah.
Yes, that song has been covered way too much.
I just hope they don't butcher it. Whoever this is.
I don't know. At this point, there's so many people that have done.
I
this
mean,
song.
the recording company picks the songs for them, so
Right.
they must be a pretty good band to be able to do that.
to be able to handle that. Yeah. So the next one is Hold On, We're Coming Home. I think. Is
Yeah, I guess.
That's by Volumes.
Volumes is
Volumes
heavy
is awesome.
band.
So
They're
it's-
amazing.
If you like,
I'm
if you
gonna
like
say
the gent, if you like the gent, then
I'm
you're-
just gonna say yeah.
Yeah. Chocolate by Knuckle Puck. Knuckle Puck is an awesome band. So
Never heard of them.
I don't.
I'm gonna take his word.
I
for
think
it, 'cause most of the
Chocolate,
stuff I
if
get
I'm
from
correct,
this
it's the 1975, and they're a great band as well. And Chocolate's a good song, so I'm excited. And the next one is Sweater Wetter.
Sweater weather.
Sweater Wetter.
Sweater weather.
Wetter. Weather.
And let's count how many times Tyler messes it up. Video editing now.
Sweater.
Sweater.
Swerve.
Sweater.
Swerve.
Weather.
Take note, people. This is 2 in the morning. We're recording.
Yeah.
So
So
do not completely blame his intelligence.
and
He's
look
a
at that
smart
face.
man.
Look at that face. Look at it right there. Don't you wish you could touch it like that?
Sweater.
We're still going.
All right, he's got it.
Sweater Weather by
Thank you.
Slaves. For those of you who don't know,
I've
Slaves
heard
is
of Slaves.
Slaves is Johnny Craig,
Yeah.
Dance Gavin Dance, and Marosa. It's
I do
his,
like
it's
Johnny
his
Craig.
new project, and they're a great band. I love Slaves. And it's Sweater Weather by The Neighborhood, which is also a good song. So I'm
Angry
very
Man.
Is that song that the holes through my sweater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
So I'm gonna give that a yay because I like both the band and the song.
yeah, I definitely Stay the Night by State Champs. State Champs is a good band, the good pop punk band. Stay the Night. I'm not a fan of the song because the lyrics are literally just the same through the entire song. And I was like, I honestly don't care if you stay the night at this point. I just want the song to be good. So maybe.
How often are you staying the night?
Is this like a consistent thing? Do you live with this person? Like how? Like what's going on? And so our last song here is "Happy" by Palisades.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No one still likes that song.
Yeah,
no
I'm
one
pretty
can possibly
unhappy
still like
about that song. To be honest with you. So
At this point, no one can stand to listen.
So
to
yeah,
that song.
this lineup it's pretty good. I think it's
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
They
one
never
of their
disappoint.
best yet.
definitely.
'Cause, I mean,
This one
Sounds-
comes
There's
out.
there's a lot to work with,
Right.
especially since all these really good pop songs have
Absolutely.
a lot of potential. in the first
Punk Goes
place.
Pop Volume 6 comes out November 17th. You can pre-order it on iTunes. I'm not going to, but I'll eventually.
Neither am
I'll
I.
listen
I'm just
to
gonna
it.
buy it.
So I mean, if you want to, do it. So yeah, that's that one. And then our next news for music, Bring Me the Horizon. If you're a fan, you'll love this news. They released a new song this week. It's called Drown.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's so worth it. It's a great
one
song.
of the best songs I've ever heard by Bring Me the Horizon. It's very chill.
Yeah, a
It's
lot of people
like Blessed with a Curse, but without the screaming.
right.
It's
A lot of people are giving the song some shit though because it's not Bring Me the Horizon. It's so chill. There's no Ollie's scream yelling or whatever from that we got from Sempiternal. But you know what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Bands do this a lot where they give the fans something that they're not expecting. And honestly, I like
see,
that.
we as fans, we're always like, give me what I want. You know
It's
what I mean?
not about us.
And that's what it is.
Actually,
It's
kind
about
of is, but-
well, it's about the band's experience. When you really break it down into it, yeah, they want to please their fans, but they're not going to please everybody, so they need to
Right.
please themselves before they can please other people.
Absolutely. So
So,
definitely check it out. It's a great song. I like the lyrics. I can't stop listening to it. So you guys
Yeah,
should
it's
listen to
really
it as well.
music video is weird, but
Well, yeah.
song's good.
It is good. So yeah, definitely check that out. And then we got Mice and Men. They're also a pretty good band. They just released a new music video today for their song "Feels Like Forever."
Which I haven't seen yet, but I love that
Yeah,
song.
the song is great for sure. It's actually on the top charts right now.
Is it?
Yeah, the
Wow.
top Billboard charts. It's -- 1.
Dang.
And then it's number 3 on something else.
Just
Like
the
it's a
song or the
yeah,
album?
it's the song right now.
The song
So-
is fantastic. So.
They're getting out there, man, for sure. It's a great song. The music video is pretty cool, I guess. I
guess.
I guess I like the song, so of course I wanted to watch the video. So check it out. It Feels Like Forever by Mice and Men. And then our last thing for music. I talked about this last week, but me and my friend Sterling, we started this thing called the Nacogdoches Underground Music Scene, and it's basically a project that we started. It's a do-it-yourself organization where we're just trying to get better music on our little
Rinky dink run downtown.
I really didn't know how to say it nicely, but yeah, our town Nacogdoches. It's Nacogdoches, Lufkin, surrounding areas. We just want to get some better music here. We're trying to bring in all kinds, as long as it's not country, because we already have enough of that.
Before we get bashed for talking down on our town, we've lived here all of our lives.
Yes,
And I mean, we haven't really had the experience of being able to explore new grounds and everything and living in new grounds. So when we say it's a rundown rinky-dink town, we don't mean that we're sick of it.
right.
We just mean like we've done everything there is to do here
And it's a college town
for
too,
20
and there's
and
really
21 years of our lives.
right, and it's a college town, and there's really not a lot to do here. You know, I mean, we don't have much. So having better music here would give a lot of people something to do.
Yes.
You know, and people
Yes,
could
it would.
interact with each other. It'd be such an
It'd
awesome
make the city
opportunity.
a lot of money too if they
Definitely.
took advantage of it. If
Definitely.
they really took advantage of it, all these college kids would start coming to all these shows.
Yeah.
And it would be insane.
And so we have this opportunity that we found out about this week, and it is difficult, but the reason I'm saying this is because we need your support in helping get this done. We have the opportunity to bring in 2 bands that are very familiar with people. One is the Downtown Fiction. Some of you might know them from their song "I Just Want to Run." It's probably one of the only songs people really know by them that know them. And then the other one's the Ready Set.
Woo!
Everyone knows the Ready Set. You know, Love Like Whoa, you know, that song. But they have a lot of other big songs.
You know Love Like Whoa, and that's
Yeah,
pretty much
it. So we're trying to get them in Nacogdoches. They're doing a house show tour, kind of, and so we want to do that. Now, how we're going to find someone's house, I don't know. That's just the main thing is trying to we have to raise the money to get them here. Just to get Downtown Fiction, it's like $1,300. So, you know, it's difficult, but we're gonna do it. We're really, you know, we want to make this happen because this would be great for what we're trying to do with the underground music scene thing. So this is just us promoting it to let you know that we want to make this happen. And if this is something you're interested in, talk to us. You have our Facebook page. Nacogdoches Underground Music Scene has a Facebook page. Go like it. We have a Twitter. So just check us out. So yeah, that's music for right now. Running a little bit behind on time. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's talk about quick movie news. Star Wars 7 has released some concept photos for the movie, and they're pretty awesome. They have just some different things. We get a look at what our bad guy will look like. He looks like he's part robot.
Yeah.
He's holding like Darth Vader's like broken, helmet and stuff.
It's probably going to be another Sith Lord. For any of you who don't know, during this time period in Star Wars, there basically are no more Siths. Like, they're basically destroyed by the time this new movie comes out. Because Luke, and you wouldn't know this unless you like read the books in between what's happening, because it says episode 7, but it's jumping to a point where you would have to read a book, one of the books, to be able to figure out what's happening. Basically, all the Siths are gone, or so everybody thinks, because the Jedis came out on top, and they were breeding and making more Jedis to repopulate, and they basically overthrew the Empire. But now, a new Sith has arrived, and it's going to be crazy. Like, really crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome. It just kind of gives you just like a look of things to expect in the movie. There's new like vehicles. Chewbacca has a bionic arm. I don't know what happened, but yeah, something happened. I don't know, but it's pretty awesome. So you should check it out. It's all over the internet. So let's talk about movies this week. We got John Wick, which is Keanu Reeves, and Keanu Reeves is not one of my favorite actors. I saw 47 Ronin, and I wish I hadn't.
I'm happy I didn't.
But Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie 80% fresh. It has been certified fresh. No, actually, it's 90%. I'm sorry, 90% fresh.
It's probably not because of Keanu Reeves acting.
I don't know. Maybe it's the story. But some people are saying this is his best movie since Matrix, and that's saying a lot because he's had a lot of movies between Matrix and now. So that's basically implying that all of his movies between then have been shit, which I'm not denying.
Not at all.
So I don't know. Maybe you should check it out. I'm considering it. So John Wick opens tomorrow, and let's move on. We have Ouija, which is a scary movie.
Oh yeah.
8% rotten.
Oh,
I don't know.
Not
Don't.
good.
Maybe
Don't.
not. Maybe not. Don't.
Just
Don't. You.
don't.
So yeah.
Anyway.
Thumbs down for that one. Then we have 23 Blasts.
Don't.
There's a football player on the front, so I was automatically
Do you not know about that?
No.
No, I don't. I haven't even heard of
It's
it.
another like Christian. Do you remember like
Another one?
facing giants,
Facing the Giants.
facing the giants or whatever?
Oh, God.
Yeah, where they need something to rally Christians with bad acting and bad directing, but as long as
So
the
it's like
message
God's not dead.
yeah. No. God's Not Dead was actually pretty well done as a
No.
movie, as a documentary as well. But like, it's like running against giants or facing giants or whatever the hell it is, because not good direction, not bad direction, and the message is
No direction.
thank you, and the message is like thrown in your face and shoving it like
Uh-oh.
most what Christianity is kind of
Those
about.
are the things I
See, that's not what I meant by God's Not Dead. I can't really say a lot about God's Not Dead because I haven't seen the movie,
Neither have I.
but from what I've heard, it's just pretty poorly made, but it got good reviews, so I guess it was made
So
well.
yeah, 23 Blasts, 38% rotten. Don't go see it unless you have bad taste in movies.
That was a sideways. I need to go down. Yeah.
And so our last one is Laggies, and it got 67% fresh.
It's actually really good.
Keira Knightley, Sam Rockwell, familiar with them? Check it out. That's our movies for this week. That's John Wick, Ouija, 23 Blast, and Laggies. So
Well, we talked more about the shittiest movie on here. I'm shocked we didn't talk about the shittiest movie on here. We didn't talk more about Ouija than we talked about the Christian movie.
if you want to know more about it, then I guess you'll
Yeah.
just have to pay money to go see
Waste your money to go watch it.
it. So yeah, let's quickly move on over to movies, or not movies, TV. It's
We
late.
already did that one.
You're not wrong. Let's talk about TV this week. All right, we got some
It's hot in here.
crazy
I'm turning on the fan so I'm not really
action-packed
talking.
Okay.
crazy action-packed Walking Dead. Steven, you can talk whenever,
He almost died.
or you could fall.
Oh,
Steven,
boy.
you can talk whenever you want. All right,
Oh,
so
okay,
except for right
so
now.
I can't talk.
Except
Okay.
for right now.
let's jump onto Walking Dead quickly, briefly, as
This
much
is
as
gonna
we
keep
can.
me awake.
This week's episode brought. I mean, it was crazy. There's so much
Okay.
stuff going on. We got Father Gabriel. For those of you who read the comics and you're caught up on what's going on, Father Gabriel is here, and
We're probably not even
I
going to be
don't-
able to hear Tyler for this week.
I don't even know if I can trust Father Gabriel. To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm with Rick and Carl.
I found out
Spoilers ahead.
I found out the reason why that was. I found out why it was written. You will burn for this, and it's actually really depressing. They talked about it on Talking Dead, and it filled in so much, but also there's so much to learn from, like, to continue on from that, because we get to find out why he was so stressed about that a couple of zombies down the hole.
The girl,
Yeah, especially the girl.
We find out that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But honestly, yeah, I cannot wait to see what they go from it. And the ending is so depressing.
I can just tell you right now, the three people that summarize up this episode, well, at least two of them, Father Gabriel, poor Bob.
Oh, Bob.
Poor Bob. I mean, I saw it coming, and it sucks. Apparently, there's a picture where, like, they're in the church and you can see something that predicts what's going to happen to Bob, and I need to look at it because I've only, like, read about it, so I want to check it out and see what it actually, like, hints at. So Bob's in some pretty deep shit right now. I feel bad for him, but you know, I saw it coming. I'm just glad they introduced these characters are still around, and they got to, like, they're incorporating this,
Yes.
you know, with these characters. So it still leaves, like, problems with the group. You know, they're still facing trouble with another group of people. You know, they're still antagonists here. Now that, you know, they've decided to further their journey on where they're going to go, the main group, you know, Rick and them. So yeah, we got Father Gabriel. Don't know where I stand with Father Gabriel. Don't know where you guys stand.
I don't think where anyone stands with Father Gabriel at this point.
Bob.
Yes.
Hopefully good things come for you, man.
Yeah.
And Beth. You know,
My God.
Beth. I think everyone's going to find out that she's a Transformer. They found the car, and then they saw the other car drive by. I just want to know if she's an Autobot or a Decepticon. That's really the question that's bothering me. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Check out The Walking Dead Sundays, AMC at 8, guys. This season is crazy.
So good, guys.
And let's jump on over to American Horror Story Freak Show.
Are you done with the?
Yeah.
We are. We're good.
These are
Earmuffs.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So American Horror Story
Yes,
Freak
whoa.
Show.
Anyway, sorry. No, American Horror Story, guys, and it's continuing its creepy streak with twists, turns, and grotesque,
And twisty.
freakish. Thank you, twists, turns, and twisty. Thank you, but also grotesque, freaky nature. But this one, it feels more human. As we just caught up on both episodes today, and the last week's episode was the ending was just devastating enough, and now continuing on from that, we see the aftermath of that, but we get introduced new characters who have been in previous seasons, but there are completely new characters in this season, of course, of how everything just happens in every different season. Everyone's different, but we see the new characters. We get to see a little bit more than Twisty. We get to see that rich boy and what's going on in his head. And then not just new characters from there, but we also get a new freak or demon, would you want to say? I mean, new monster.
Yeah, I would say it's more of just an antagonist right now. We're not really sure what kind of role he's going to play.
But he's eerie.
We've already seen his effect on one of the members of the freak show.
Yeah.
So we're not really sure if he's going to go along to affect the others. All we know is he's looking for the one.
Yeah.
There's a specific person he's looking for, so we're not sure who it is.
Yeah, but this episode is a continuation. It will continue next week for the Halloween season. So
definitely check it out.
It's a two-parter. It must be something good to come at the end of that. So
yeah, to be continued. So it definitely leaves you at a cliffhanger. So yeah, that's American Horror Story. It comes on every Wednesday on FX at 9, I believe.
Yes,
it's 9. It's
at
late.
9. It's late.
So let's touch base on our last topic real quick, guys. So sorry for the long video. But we're getting there. This is our first video run, so, you know, getting out the kinks. So we're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's 2. You tell us about this one. This is yours, man. Go ahead and tell us about it.
All right, so everybody knows about Five Nights at Freddy's. It is honestly one of the most horrifying games I've ever played.
And it's just, like, the thing that surprises me the most about it is just, like, it doesn't look like it should be terrifying because of, like, you know, the animatronics.
Well, I mean, like, it's animals. It's basically like a ripoff of Chuck E. Cheese, which, like, okay, people don't understand that there is a story within this game, and people really don't get it. If you don't get it and you want to get it, look up Game Theory on YouTube, and their newest video is the Five Nights at Freddy's theory, and it is the most accurate thing I could ever think of about Freddy's. And it's actually super, super interesting. Like, you wouldn't...
Shut up.
Yeah, you wouldn't even, like, believe this. But Five Nights at Freddy's 2, there was a trailer for it that was released, and it is horrifying looking. In the past game, there were 4 animatronics that were roaming, which was Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, and the Fox. And then there was the surprise Golden Freddy.
And for once in my life, I did not
Easter
want to
egg.
know what the Fox says, because that Fox is terrifying.
That Fox is horrifying. But now, well, I guess technically there's like 9. But I guess if they're gonna introduce Golden Freddy, now there's the old Foxy, old Chica, old Bonnie, and old Freddy, and the new Foxy, new Chica, new Bonnie, new Freddy. The new ones are for the reopening of Freddy Fazbear's. The old ones are the ones from the beginning, which they just kind of threw out, and you can see on them, like, if you can go to the wiki page that has the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, like, screenshots and everything. It has a screenshot of, like, every single animatronic in the game so far. But the old ones are, like, they show right here where there's, like, a cut in the seam of their arm and stuff, and you can see, like, the animatronic skeleton, but you can also see, like, tendons in there, like, human tendons and stuff. Yeah. And, like, it's really gruesome looking in this one. Like, they upped the graphics. There's going to be animations in this one, not just, like, you know, you just see a picture pop up and then you got to close the door or whatever. By the way, in this one, there's no doors now. No. There are no doors, and it is horrifying. It's all lights, and to get the animatronics away from you, you actually put on a mask to get them away from you. And that's horrifying because I'm not going to spoil the end of the trailer for you, because the end of the trailer is just kind of one of those jump scare moments, and it's very, very horrifying, and it shows you how the guy has animated the jump scares now. And instead of just showing a little picture with the screaming in your face, it's very different, and it looks horrifying. But I do want to point out that if you don't look up the wiki page, the new Foxy is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys have seen new Foxy. Old Foxy is the one at the very end. Yeah. The new one is in one of the rooms, but it's like an animatronic pile of like nothing, and it's just a head. Oh, and it's like a head, and it's like head is turned this way, like all the way over, and it has one leg, one arm, and it's just like an animatronic skeleton that like walks around. And it's like got one arm, one leg, and like blood everywhere, and then like just the head, and that's how it roams, and it's horrifying. Bonnie's face is gone, the old Bonnie, and it kind of looks like a Terminator. Yeah. And then Chica looks the most terrifying I've ever seen. Yeah, like if you go on the wiki page, you can see where Chica pops up, and they actually have air vents now where they crawl out of and stuff. Oh, God. And Chica in the air vent is one of the most horrifying shots I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah. And apparently with this new one, there's going to be a brand new story, which is going to be awesome. And second, every animatronic is going to have their own unique way to kill you, which is going to be insane.
I thought PT was stressful. This game is definitely going to be twice as stressful. When can we expect Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Luke? Do we have like a date?
They said it was going to be early 2015.
Oh man,
like very early 2015.
Are you PC go-getters, man? You get ready, because Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is coming. So check it out.
Steam.
Yeah, definitely check out the trailer too if you haven't seen it. Our last topic, Steven, you're gonna have to be as quick and brief as you can. But Steven has an experience he wants to share with you. He has shared his PT experience with you. Now he has gone on to give himself more nightmares and bedwetting experiences. Steven, he played Alien Isolation.
Okay, briefly as I can, it is pretty fucking terrifying. There's problems with it, yes. Glitches, of course, yes. But, and also, I mean, some of the mechanics and also some of the story kind of drags on at the second half. But, which is kind of weird, because it's only during the first half you feel completely helpless. You have a monitor that you have to put up. Actually, it feels a little bit like Five Nights at Freddy's, so I can help compare to that. Because you have a movement monitor that you have to put up, and you have to use one hand, and you can only use one hand to help or do anything. But you have that movement monitor, and you have to do it every room you go in, because if there's any movement, you have to hide. Yeah. And there's a mechanic to where you can hold your breath, lean back, and just stay up against the locker. Because the xenomorphs will go past you, and you can't do anything. You can't kill these things. Like, these are unkillable in the game.
Oh,
And
that's
even
horrifying.
yeah, oh god, yes. And in the second half, I mean, like, the story develops. I mean, you keep going, you keep going, you keep going, but then as you get to the second half, and the story kind of drags along, but you do get a flamethrower, and even that does not kill it. It only puts them further away from you to go to another room for you to go hide. It's basically an unstoppable force that you have to deal with. And you know the androids
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
pretty much
Dude,
famous.
I hate those things.
Yeah.
I've watched PewDiePie play it and shout out, and yeah, I hate those things.
Well, like, I mean, for those of you who've seen the movies, you know, there's an android in pretty much everyone, and then in Prometheus, it is played by Magneto,
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender. And yes, he's the newest model, but this is old models where they have like doll faces, and they constantly come to attack you. You have to move them off, and there's no break. If there's a xenomorph coming your way and you're fighting one, then there's no way to stop it. And the xenomorph will ignore those because it cannot hear a heartbeat. It's freaky, and I recommend playing with turtle set headphones or getting to the full experience, because every little noise you hear could be a xenomorph. It's eerie. You can even hear it go through the air vent above you.
Yeah.
And you have to like move away, find somewhere to hide. It's truly frightening. And if all I can say, this is the game I've been waiting for, because mostly we've had Colonial Marines.
I was about to say it's not. It's no.
Yeah, it's not, and that was an awful game. And the lighting, the setting, the mood, the whole atmosphere is terrifying. It's a true throwback to the original, where you're just alone in space, and well, after your crew's all dead, yeah, now you're alone in space with a xenomorph and a bunch of rampaging like androids.
The story itself is actually pretty interesting. From
Yeah.
what I've followed by PewDiePie playing it, it's your Ripley's daughter.
Yes.
And you're trying to find any kind of contact of your mother that you can, and you get
Yeah.
stranded, you know. So I would check it out. It is on all consoles, correct?
It is on all consoles, and I recommend it on PC, because PC it's more frightening to use, because I'm not, well, it was more frightening for me because I'm not used to using the keyboard, but
Right.
yeah, it's a good game. I'd check it out.
And someone who can endorse PC is Luke right here, because we were recording on his own PC. So
In my house. What up? That's
Shout
why
out.
the background's different. Well,
Shout out.
background. You know, this is the first video.
you don't know where we record,
You don't know where y'all been. They don't know.
but they know what our faces look like. So we're kind of screwed there. So yeah, this is definitely our
Now I
longest.
know where I live. You'll have to find this one room.
Yeah. Good luck.
Good luck.
So this has definitely been our longest episode so far. We apologize, but
It's
you know
almost
what?
an hour.
It's all fun and games, and we've definitely enjoyed it. We want to thank Luke for being our guest, letting us use his podcast, his webcam
For our
and-
podcast.
Yeah, for our podcast. There we go. So yeah, definitely, guys. Remember to check out our Facebook page, The Weekly Hype. We have
Our Twitter page.
our Twitter
The Weekly
page.
Hype.
We have a Twitter page now, guys. It's lowercase the and then Weekly Hype. And then check out our Tumblr page, the Weekly Hype Universe, tumblr.com. And check out our other videos. We have 6 other videos. It's old news now,
Some of them are on YouTube.
yes, we are now on YouTube, guys. We're not on SoundCloud anymore. We ran out of time. Yeah, and so we are on YouTube now. And you can subscribe to my channel, because that's what I'm uploading the videos on so far. So we will eventually have a Weekly Hype channel. I'm just trying to do what I can right now, and I was already signed in. So
Oh well.
And this will be posted on YouTube as well.
yeah, we're going to post it on there. So definitely check it out. This is kind of a test run on if we want to keep doing like videos of our podcast, because I've been working with iMovie, and it's all right. So
It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay. It's all right. So guys, thank you for listening. We really appreciate the support. Let us know what you think of our videos, and definitely let us know what you think about what we've talked about today. Watch the Age of Ultron trailer, please, and check out our video of the 3 of us watching the Age of Ultron trailer. You will not be disappointed. For the Weekly Hype, I'm Tyler Arnold.
I'm Steven Rodriguez.
And I'm Luke Sell.
You are Luke Sell.
I am
Yes,
Luke
you
Sell.
are.
And,
Luke Sell.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Excelsior.